Yeah, so I've invested over $100,000 into copywriting courses over the last 8 years. And the concept I want to share with you today is the number one concept that completely changed my entire life. It made me a millionaire copywriter. It is the one thing I do with all of my clients to make them a crap ton of money, help other copywriters make a crap ton of money. And in today's video, I'm going to share it with you. It's very, very simple. It's just 3 very simple steps. It's like a 3-step formula. Once you get this, your conversions, your performance, and your income is going to go up just like this plane did. Okay, let's get into the video. Now, this video is only going to be really useful for you if you're an active copywriter. And the reason I say that is even though it's a very simple concept and it's made me a lot of money, probably around $500,000 extra in sales for myself, take home profit, and it's helped a lot of other people make a lot of money and get a lot of sales, you might overlook it if you're a beginner. You might think it's too simple. You might think it's too easy. You might think, I think I get it, makes sense. So I don't think beginners are going to truly appreciate this concept. That's why I say, if you're an active copywriter with an active income, then this video is going to be much, much more useful for you. So what is this most powerful concept? And how can you use it to increase conversions, make your clients more sales, and make more money? Well, before I get into it, as you can probably see, here I am in business class Qatar Airways. And we're making our way right now from Cape Town to Doha. In Doha, I'm going to be staying one night and then exploring a little bit tomorrow, and then in the evening tomorrow, I'm taking my connection flight to Tokyo, Japan, the final destination and my favorite place in the entire world. And this life of comfortable travel is all possible thanks to this concept. And I call it the product market fit formula. Now, at first, I didn't really understand this concept. And that's because back in 2020, when I first came across it, I thought it was only for software founders. And I thought that, this is a product market thing. This is for software. This has nothing to do with marketing. It's kind of useful for, business owners who want to create software that their market likes, but it's not really that useful for marketing. But time and time again, I saw this concept being used effectively by software companies, and they would grow their businesses to $10 million, $50 million, $100 million. And I realized there's got to be something here, because if marketing is the secret to making sales online, then how are these business owners that just have software products that don't even have very fancy marketing, how are they able to build 10, 20, 50, $100 million businesses without even doing any marketing? Like, here I am writing all these sales pages and sales letters, and then there are products and softwares that don't even have a very fancy landing page. They just have a very, very simple opt-in, and they're making $10, $20 million a year. It was very fascinating to me. I said, there must be something here. They must be doing something in their marketing. Even though there's only a very little amount of marketing that they're doing something right. And around that time, I actually closed a business coach who works with some of these software companies like ClickFunnels and a couple other really, really big names. And he was constantly talking about, you got to get your product market fit. You got to get the product market fit. You got to figure out the product market fit. So I broke down this formula, product market fit, and I broke it into its 3 different elements: product, market, and the fit. And I kept looking at this formula, product market fit, product market fit, product market fit. And I kept asking myself, how can I take that concept? How can I take this formula and apply it to copywriting, apply it to direct response marketing? And over time, with practice and testing across lots of different industries and lots of different niches, I cracked it. Here it is. You've got the product, you've got the market, and you've got the fit. Product, market, fit. And for copywriters, when we think of product, I want you to think of a offer, right? Because offer and product, that's basically the same thing. So the offer. And for market, I want you to think of a niche, because these are the kinds of words that we use as copywriters. We use the word offer and we use the word niche. And I'll get into the word for fit in just a second. But let's first talk about the offer. So what is an offer? An offer takes someone from where they are to where they want to be. That's what an offer is. An offer takes you from where you are right now to where you want to be. For example, if I want to go to Japan, this flight is an offer. It is a vehicle that takes me from point A to point B. So the offer is the vehicle. It is the mechanism. It is the means to take you from this point to this point. And it's so important you understand that, because it's not a product. It's not about a bunch of features. It is a vehicle. It takes you from here to here. All right, now let's get into the niche. So I used to think that a niche was a group of people from the same background, from the same place, same demographic. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I'll give you a perfect example. Think of copywriters. We're all from different backgrounds. We all have different cultures. We all have different education levels. We all different ages. And yet we're all copywriters. So are we not a niche? Copywriters are a niche, right? So what is a niche if it's not a demographic? A niche is a group of people who share the same problem. An offer takes the same group of people that share the same problem to a outcome, a result. And that is the fit. Is if that outcome and that result is what the niche wants and the offer can take them there, you have a perfect product market fit. Offer, niche, result. And it's actually as simple as that. If you can communicate to a niche that they can get a certain result with your offer, and that result is exactly what they want, and you're talking directly to your niche, and you're giving them an offer that 100%, or okay, maybe not 100%, but like almost always without fail takes them to the result. Talk about an offer. Look at this, look what they just brought me. That is steak, mushroom, tomato in the sky. Wow, on the way to Japan. Couldn't be a better offer. Couldn't be a better offer. I'm gonna just eat this and I'll get right back to you. All right, we're back. Damn, that steak was fantastic. What an offer. All right, so let's take that example. Let's break it down. So here is the niche. Copywriters. What's the result that they want? They want to level up their copy skills. And what's the offer? Copy Basecamp for $2 a day. So as long as I have those three things, and I talk about those three things, and the niche actually wants that result, and my offer actually gives them that result, I have product market fit. And with just this concept alone, you can make $1 million a year. You can scale your business to up to $1 million a year. You can scale other people's businesses up to multiple millions of dollars per year, because product market fit is all you need to make 7 figures. Once you start using this formula to create marketing messages, you're going to be unstoppable. Your conversion rates are going to go through the roof. I see so many copywriters that have like a great email or great ads or landing page, and everything flows nicely, got good bullets, they got benefits, they got features. They don't have the marketing message. They don't have the niche result offer formula. And because they don't have that formula, they're not reminding the niche exactly why they should take action today. You see, without this formula, you're not talking to their core desire. You're not talking to your market's deepest goal and need and reason that they're reading the page in the first place. So when I write emails, I always put the marketing message at the bottom of every single email before the link. Or if it's a short email, the only thing I sometimes say is, hey, if you'd like to take your copy to the next level and you want to learn everything I know about copywriting for just $2 a day, then join us in Copy Basecamp. Here are the details. And then you just break down the details like that, right? For example, if I'm talking to active, experienced copywriters who want to take their income to the next level, I'd say something like, if you're an active copywriter and you're serious about closing premium copy clients and you want to make $10, $15, or even $20,000 every single month, then I'd like to invite you to join us in the Copy Dojo, where I'm going to show you exactly how to take your skills to the next level. I'm going to coach you one-on-one. I'm going to give you access to 100 other copywriters who are making 6 figures, and I'm going to give you my ultimate client getting system, which has every single strategy on how to close clients A to Z, step by step. Join us in the dojo and I'll see you there. For example, right? So when you understand marketing messages and you understand niche result offer, and you can create marketing messages with niche result offer, the rest of the copy flows. The rest of the copy is pretty straightforward. All ads, niche result offer. All landing pages, a niche result offer. All sales pages, a niche result offer. All Instagram captions ultimately lead to niche result offer. This formula, this marketing message formula, takes copy to the next level. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of other businesses and their offers so you can get an idea of how this works in the market right now. Let's go over another one. So here's one from Greg O'Gallagher, and he says, slice off fat, gain perfect muscle proportion, and look like an absolute movie star in the next 12 weeks. That's a pretty good marketing message. Let's break it down. Who's that for? That's for people who aren't happy with how they look. What's the result? They want to slice off fat and look like a movie star in the next 12 weeks. And what's the offer? Well, in this case, we didn't talk about the offer yet, but we could add something like, in the movie star masterclass, I'm going to show you how to slice off fat and start looking like a movie star in the next 12 weeks. So you can sometimes omit the offer if it's on the landing page or it's in an email. It's like, click here and I'm going to show you. Sometimes you can make the click here the offer, like click here and I'm going to give you this result. Or if you're this niche, I'm going to give you this result, so click here. Yeah, that you can move it around, but you have to just understand that those three things need to always be present. You always need niche, you always need result, and you always need offer. And that is the concept. Let's go over one more, and then I'm going to get back to writing some copy. Okay, so here's one. A new way to earn on Amazon without selling physical products. So what is the niche? The niche is people in 9-to-5s who are interested in Amazon. So people who want to make money with Amazon online. Now, the result is to sell on Amazon without using physical products. It is to make money on Amazon without something that they don't like doing. And the offer, well, in this case, I didn't tell you the offer yet, but the offer could be like with Kindle publishing, or in this case, actually, technically there is an offer because it's a new way to sell on Amazon. So a new way implies we're about to tell you this new way, this vehicle of getting you to the next level. So what you often see in copy is you often see people use the word mechanism. Copywriters, they'll talk about this thing called mechanism. And the mechanism is essentially like the offer, but like wrapped up. It's like the reason that the offer works, it's like hidden behind the mechanism, or the mechanism is like the reason the offer works in the first place, right? So you have a mechanism, for example, a new way to sell on Amazon without physical products. That is like a mechanism. And then once you finish explaining what the new way is, then it transitions into the offer. And that offer could be like with Kindle publishing. And then you transition into the actual like offer of the client, right? So the offer to the market is use Kindle publishing to make money on Amazon. And then your offer or your client's offer is like, I'm going to show you how to use Kindle publishing to make money on Amazon without selling physical products and without burning the midnight oil while working in 9-to-5 or something, right? Like that's a pretty compelling message. That's very, very likely going to sell. So you need to understand this concept, and when you start implementing it into your own copy, you're going to be streaks ahead of everybody else. It's fantastic. It's very, very powerful. It's made me extra $500,000 easily. You really, really want to add this to your toolbox, okay? So make sure that whenever you write marketing messages, you got to ask yourself, who am I talking to? Sometimes you can omit the niche. Like you don't have to always mention them. You can say like something like, if you want to make more money while working less, like, yeah, maybe the niche is assumed, but I like to say, hey, if you're a copywriter who wants to take your income to the next level, this is for you, right? So you really do want to actually lean into that niche and that identity that they have. And you want to talk about that thing that they want, right? So niche, result, offer. And there you have it. P.S. Like I said before, I've invested over $100,000 into my copywriting career with copy coaches, with copy courses. I've spent a lot of money, and you don't have to. I've spent a lot of time coaching hundreds and hundreds of copywriters. I've helped over 72 copywriters hit 6 figures, and everything I've shared with them in terms of copy skills, everything I've shared in terms of the tactics, the strategies, the things I know that have worked for me, that have helped me make my clients millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and a lot of other copywriters help them make their clients millions and millions of dollars. It's all in Basecamp, and you can learn it for just $2 a day, less than the price of coffee. Go join us, and I'll see you inside. Okay, now let's end the video.